Wes Moore is interesting to me. I mean, he's definitely on the short list for Democratic contender in 2028. He's the governor of Maryland. He's obviously a Democrat. He's a military vet. He's a black guy. He's a good-looking guy. And he's starting to get out there a little bit more on the TV circuit, which tells me something, even though he's officially said he's not into it. But he's into it. He's into it.
He's going to run.
So he's now making news the way everybody wants to make news these days, from Brandon Johnson of Chicago to Pritzker, the governor out in Illinois, which is to make themselves an adversary of Trump, Gavin Newsom, and so on. And so he's basically saying, I don't want your help. I know Baltimore's got, I think, the 5th highest murder rate in the country. I don't want your help. Don't send any troops here. But as he's like saying that, and people are getting shot and killed in his city, he's on George Clooney's yacht over on Lake Como, Italy, which I'm sorry, I'm sure it's very nice to get the George Clooney invite. Apparently he wasn't there, Clooney. So it's just they had the mansion and the yacht to themselves.
That's even better.
But of course, for us.
The resources of George Clooney without having to deal with George Clooney, that's like amazing. For us. I
think probably somebody like Wes Moore would like to spend time with him. But that's a nightmare. I mean, that actually could come back to haunt him as he potentially runs. But like your state was hurting, your city that you were fighting with Trump, as you were rejecting troops that would keep them safe. You paraded off on Clooney's yacht?
Well, first of all, this is like the dumbest fight in the world the Democrats are picking here on crime. It's really, really, really stupid because, again, it's not as though Trump can indefinitely, legally, leave gigantic numbers of federal troops policing pickpocketing in Baltimore. He can't actually do that. A judge will strike it down and he will have to stop doing that. He's been using sort of the bootstrap of immigration enforcement in order to get federal troops into places like LA or into Chicago. And again, there's kind of an expiration date on that sort of thing. If Democrats were smart, they would basically just wait him out. They would say, okay, we don't like what he's doing, but if it lowers the crime rate, we're open to anything, right? Anything would be good. And then this is the wrong issue for them. It's the wrong issue. And the fact that they all seem to consolidate around this issue demonstrates President Trump has an enormous number of gifts. This is, I think, his greatest gift, is that his enemies constantly beclown themselves. It's just a field of rakes, and they're constantly jumping on them. And no matter what he does, they have to declare themselves in opposition. If he came out in favor of abolishing cancer tomorrow, they would come out in favor of stage 4.
Well, it's kind of what they did with the little boy at the State of the Union.
100%.
Yeah, we're against him. Don't clap.
Abrego Garcia, or like any other thing, like or men and women's sports. Like they can't help themselves. They have to pick the 20% side of every 80-20 issue, so long as he picks the 80% side of that issue. And so, listen, I think Wes Moore is formidable, actually, in a Democratic primary. South Carolina, it's still unclear what the first Democratic primary is going to be, right? Because remember that Biden rigged the calendar to avoid Iowa and New Hampshire. So that's like a big internal DNC fight right now. If it ends up being South Carolina, again, Wes Moore is the odds-on favorite because 58% of the Democratic electorate in a primary, in a presidential year, is black. Yep. And so he's going to hope that they vote as a bloc, and that will stop like an AOC candidacy or a super white person, Gavin Newsom, candidacy.
Super white.
I mean, he's the whitest person who's ever whited.
Not white supremacist, but super white.
Yes, he's like unbelievably white. Like if like blends into just the paint white.
But have we seen him dance? Because that will be the true test.
Oh man, I feel like he and Justin Trudeau are kind of like two halves of the same whole.
No, I think that's an insult to Gavin Newsom. I will defend the American in that equation. There's no one more stomach turning as a possible life partner than Justin Trudeau to me.
I mean, I don't know. Have you seen Gavin Newsom's history? It's not like a great history.
If you said, who are you going to wind up with? Like one of the Tate brothers or Trudeau.
Wow. Brutal.
I know.
Wow.
I find Justin Trudeau makes my skin crawl in his effete, effeminate, mealy mouth, zero backbone.
His father, Fidel Castro, would be so ashamed of him.
He's so soft. He's soft in every way. Yeah, right.
But yeah, Gavin Newsom, he's got some problems in the primaries. I don't think that Gavin Newsom has the kind of juice that Gavin Newsom seems to think he does. Wes Moore has Clooney's support, and he'll be able to raise a lot of money, Wes Moore. Yeah. The fact that he is a black man is going to help him a lot in the Democratic primaries because, again, you do have that effect in the Democratic primaries right now. And he is not quite as openly psychotic as some of the far leftists in his party. So
he does have another problem, though. There is a stolen valor issue.
Yeah, but he actually served in the military. So the stolen valor is about him.
He said that he'd been awarded the Bronze Star when he had not.
And then later he got it, correct? So
he got it in 2024. Clearly somebody was like, oh shit, he stole valor. So let's give it to him so he can say he got it.
Yeah.
Now his story is, my commanding officer told me that he was going to submit me for it. And so I thought it was okay to fill out this application saying that I got it. But he was introduced, just like Tim Walz, by many, many news anchors over the years saying he got it when he did not have it. He was asked about it, actually, by Will Cain on Fox and also by Martha Raddatz on ABC. Here's Martha, SOT 15.
You claiming you had a Bronze Star in 2006 when you were applying for a job. Why did you do that?
Well, I'm deeply proud of my service to this country. And I know my soldiers that I serve with are deeply proud, and the veteran community is as well. When your commanding officers and your superior officers tell you, listen, we've put you in and we've gone through everything, so as you're going through your application, include it. I included it, and I didn't think about it.
They introduced you, Gwen Ifill, saying you had earned a Bronze Star medal. That's 2008. 2010, you were on the Colbert Show. When he said you had a Bronze Star, you did not correct him. You had to know you did not have one then.
Well, I did not go back and tell the Pentagon, hey, I was told to put this on my application, and didn't. And honestly, at that point,
I'm not talking about the Pentagon. I'm talking about you knew in those interviews you did not have one.
No, because even at the time of those interviews, it wasn't something that I even thought about. When I came home, it wasn't something I even thought about.
By the way, full points to her doing a journalism right there.
I would say that, but she's clearly trying to get it out of the way before he actually runs.
That's true. But you know what? You get credit where credit is due. At least she's asking the question.
Those are good questions and good follow-ups. I don't believe one word of what he just said.
No.
You know whether you've received the Bronze Star or not.
I haven't. So, I mean, I would assume that you would know this.
It's a big deal, I think, when you get it.
Yes.
And the actual medal is a thing that they give you. Listen, he didn't have it, and he knew it.
If it's him versus JD will hammer him over the head with it.
I look forward to that.
Yes.
I'm sick of these Democrats with their stolen valor. And it truly is deeply immoral to say that you have the Bronze Star when you don't. He wasn't confused. He didn't think he had it when he didn't have it.
I wouldn't be surprised if he tries to go back and find some of his commanding officers to retell the story, though, right? Like sign a letter saying, I applied for it. I mean, the question is whether it will play.
Where is it? Why? Did you think they just forgot to mail it to you?
I'm just saying, like, as a political candidate, how many points of damage is that worth? Now, I mean, here's the reality.
A lot.
I mean, maybe.
I think it changed Tim Walz's trajectory with the electorate when all the stolen valor stuff came out about him.
I mean, I think Tim Walz is like weird hand.
I agree. He's and his transing of the children. He wants to be. He's worse than Pritzker's.
I mean, the strange clapping and the hopping around and the fact that he
come
looked
on
like
down.
Yeah, exactly. That he looked like one of the things that was like an inflatable outside a used car lot.
As you know, like normal Americans, Democrats too, they care about the military and they care about stolen valor. I don't think this is going to make or break him, but I do think it's going to hurt.
I think that's probably true. But again, I think that when we get to 2028, the biggest thing is going to be the economy. If the economy is good in 2028, then JD's a shoo-in, basically, if he's the nominee. And if the economy is bad, then things get real dicey real fast. And I'm old enough to remember when Republicans thought we would never lose an election again after 2004. And then by 2006, Democrats were running the Congress. And by 2008, Barack Obama was president. And I'm also old enough to remember when Democrats thought they would never lose another election after 2012. And then lo and behold, 4 years later, Donald Trump was president of the United States. So things shift real fast in this country.
Well, that's why the executive orders are not ideal.
Yes. I mean,
but he can't do anything more. I mean, he can't get you. It's almost now. It's
I don't
not
know.
Almost,
I used to
you
like
need
Congress.
60
I
votes
feel like
in the Senate.
Congress was fun.
You need 60 votes in the Senate. 51 is irrelevant. 53 is irrelevant.
So I made a proposal. Actually, my friend Jeremy Boring originally aired this, and I think it's a smart idea. He suggested that Senate Majority Leader Thune should go to the Democrats and say, listen, we need a constitutional amendment today to enshrine the filibuster in the Constitution. And you have 12 months. And if in 12 months this is not enshrined in the Constitution, we're nuking it. Because that puts a time limit on it. And you don't want to and you don't want to wait for Democrats to be the first to activate the full filibuster nuke option. Just get rid of the filibuster next time they're in power.
Where we don't need 60.
Right, exactly. So either it's good for the goose and good for the gander, or it shouldn't be good for either. I think it's a pretty good idea.
I like that a lot. Right now, nothing can get done.
Yes.
But I'm thankful for nothing getting done when it's the other side that's in power.
Right, exactly.
So I don't know. The whole thing's been frustrating because I love the Trump executive orders. I can't think of one I didn't really love. I'm sure there is one because there's been so many, but I know they're all going away. It's like, Christmas every day, but then, something comes up and it blows up your entire Christmas. All the presents are gone. Someone took them. It's like that scene in Mommy Dearest where she then makes little Christina give all the presents back.
Every election cycle, we're going to do this.
When inflation jumps, when you hear the national debt is over $37 trillion, do you ever think maybe now would be a good time to buy some gold? Well, you'd be right. Whether as a hedge against inflation, peace of mind during global instability, or just for sensible diversification, Birch Gold Group believes every American should own physical gold. And so they created something special. Until September 30th, if you're a first-time gold buyer, Birch Gold is offering a rebate of up to $10,000 in free metals on qualifying purchases. To claim eligibility and start the process, request an info kit right now. Just text MK to 989898. Plus, Birch Gold can help you roll an existing IRA or 401k into an IRA in gold, and you're still eligible for a rebate in free metals of up to 10 grand. So make right now your first time to buy gold and take advantage of a rebate up to $10,000 when you buy before September 30th. Text MK to the number 989898 to claim your eligibility and get your free info kit. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.